Hello, everybody. Hello. Today is Diabetic Thursday, and what? You are with me, the mobile cooking teacher and the founders of Kids Can Cook PA Workshop. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. So here we go. I'm on something new today. So when I say this is Diabetic Thursday, that means I pick out a diabetic meal and I cook it for y'all to let y'all know it's something simple and plain that you can do at home. So I'm excited for that. So I'm sitting here trying to get everything up and working. So give me 2 seconds. And then, so I found this recipe. It's with the kebabs. It's with a kebab. So I'm gonna be doing a kebab, and then I'm gonna just have a bed of spinach under it and design it. So one thing about when you start working with kebab, people think of what? Summer. Yes, you just automatically think of summer. Like your brain just say, oh, it's summertime, let's do it. And I agree. This is something easy to do. It's a little tedious, and the reason why it's tedious is because you got to cut up all the vegetables. You got to cut up the meat. You got to marinate the meat. You know, you got to figure out what is good for marinade and all this other stuff. So it is a lot. I'm only going to do like 3 or 4 of them. I'm going to do them on my George Former grill. If you know me, you know I love this grill. Like, this is my life. Between this and the toaster oven, y'all know, like, this is what I do. So I'm going live for 5 days. How have y'all enjoyed my videos? You learn anything? So I got this big old pepper today. Ooh, went to a supermarket and I did my shopping on a budget. If you know me, I do a series of shopping on a budget. Got this big pepper. Ooh, this pepper costed me like $2. So I don't play that. I do not play that. To me, that is too much to be paying for a bell pepper. But that was my fault because I picked it up and I picked one of the biggest ones up, and it's by weight. So this is what you get when you're being fancy. So I'm saving these little pieces because later on today I'm doing a 3-bean burger, and I want to make sure, let me get some gloves. I want to make sure that I have always keep gloves around with you. You don't never know. I had to make sure you know, I get some peppers and everything. I got some onions, some peppers. So this is the meat that I brought. Already chopped up the beef. I make sure you soak your toothpicks. So I have that, and I have this. So my marinade was just balsamic glaze, some of this, Dijon mustard, and barbecue sauce. I'm not showing the barbecue sauce because all my friends that have their own barbecue sauce company, they gonna fuss me out because I didn't use their barbecue. So I'm gonna have to go out and buy some of their barbecue sauces so they don't get mad at me when I start doing demos and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is just start off vegetable. Then I'm gonna put a nice meat. Then I'm gonna put a vegetable. So the one thing about this, you want to have one hand clean, one hand dirty. And another thing you want to do, make sure you cut up all your vegetables ahead of time, because you see how messy kebabs could be. So you got to make sure you got everything you need, because if not, it's a little messy. It's a little messy. And I did a mistake right there because I didn't take all my tomatoes out, put them on the side, because of what? It'll be cross-contamination if I would have did it another way. So look at that. Nice, right? So my grill is already hot. So I'm going to start putting them on the grill because I want them to start cooking. It don't have to be in the same order that you did. The reason why, if you do want it in the same order, just because it just looks cute on the plate when you're doing your demonstration. That's all. So I got some meat. And you try to make sure every one have like the same pieces of meat, the same size. Why? Because you want it to cook evenly on all sides. Because that's what it's all about. And a nice thing about this, if you didn't want to do it like a kebab, you can actually just saute this up in your frying pan and do it that way. So I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. See? Boom. Put it right on there. I'm going to do one more because they say you're always supposed to do things in threes. And then I'm going to close my grill. But a funny story for me is, when I first started this, having a theme every day, this was during, you know, when everything got shut down because of COVID. And I was like, what can I do to keep me, you know, insane? Because I was literally sleeping for like a month and a half. I was like, yes, I was in my glory. Sleeping for a month and a half, ain't had nothing to do. Everything was like, hey, didn't bother me none. I'm home. I'm chilling. And then I realized, I was like, no, this is not what life's supposed to be like. So I started doing lives on Instagram and Facebook every day. I challenged myself to do this every day. Regardless if anybody was looking, regardless if anybody comment, I was going to go live. Facebook at 3 o'clock every day with a different theme. And Instagram at 6 o'clock. So I got my 3. I'm going to shut this. The smells over here smells wonderful. I'm feeling the smells. I'm going to do the rest of them later. So I'm going to put everything, what I need, my leftovers, in one pan. Because what? I got to use these up. I might end up just sauteing these up and just making a meal out of it. Get some pasta, get something like that, and just do it like that. Let me grab my rag. I got my rag. Make sure I wash this after this because it had what? Raw stuff in it. So I'm not going to use this no more for anything else because that's cross-contamination. So that's how I came up to doing lives every day. And I could really say, like, it saved my life. It helped me. I did, you know, every day I was out trying to find free stuff to do because everyone was giving out free food. So my focus was on, like, hey, let me show parents what to do with all these free meals that they're getting from the free pantry. And one thing I learned, we don't ever have to buy milk no more. We don't have to buy potatoes, onions, apples, sweet potato. What else come in them food package? And that's like globally. We don't have to buy these. I'm turning it right now. We don't have to buy those no more. Why? Because they give it to us free every week. And there's some pantries that's open. Like if you know certain pantries in your neighborhood, you can go every day and get a box. They're not going to say anything. Some pantries open every day. Some open like 4 days, 3 days out the week, every other Saturday or every other Friday. The free library here in Philadelphia, they got one every Wednesday. Like, and they ask no questions. So I decided to take it upon myself to show people what to do with the food from the food bank. And we did a lot of things. We was doing a lot of things, but I think that was the fun part for me and my business because we went outside our box and we started doing things for the community and hope people took advantage of it and seen good recipes and can use them or just go outside the box when it comes down to food, because that was the purpose of me doing that live every day. So this recipe is real simple. Let me say something. These beefs, they cooking up, but I'm gonna grab some beef and I'm gonna put it. Let me grab my fork. I'm going to just put some on the grill. and just let it cook like that. Now they told me to, look at that. I'm telling you, if I had some, yeah, I will be doing, look at that there, I'm telling you. If I had my starches and my veggies already, this would have been a good demo. Let me put that on there. Something I like about cooking. You can always remix at the last minute. Cooking, remix last minute. They told me to do a little base. So if you're out on the grill, you leave some of the sauce, right? And then you start just basting your kebabs as you go. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't gonna do that. And another thing you can do, if you don't base it, make sure you take the reserves, you cook it down. You cook it for like 20 minutes on the simmer. You let it come to a hard boil, and then you can use it at the end as a dipping or just some salt, extra sauce. You can put over your rice, you can put over your vegetables, you can put over your pasta, but you have to make sure you cook this sauce down because it touched the raw meat. So now you got to cook all the bacteria that's out of it, because you know you can get sick with the salmonella, the you know, you don't want that in your stomach, because that's what it's going to feel like. You're going to forget all the names that you had when it comes down to foodborne illness, and you just going to be calling out names, because that's how you're going to feel if you get foodborne illness. So I please advise you to what? Cook down the sauce. If you don't braise it with the sauce, put the juice on it, cook it down, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook it down, and then I'm going to have like a little glaze on top of my sauce after I finish. The plating that I am going to use, because I think this is not going to be done. Ooh, it's looking good. I'm going to turn this over. It's looking good. Got a little sear on it. The vegetables is cooking up. I'm telling you, I love this George Foreman. I love it. This is like the best toy that I have, and I am enjoying it 100%. I'd say one of the best gifts your sons and daughters can give you. Well, this is one of my best gifts they gave me. Let me clean up my mess here. I don't need this. Make sure when you're cutting, you have your mat. Okay? So this is your mat. Put it down. Then you put your cutting board down. It's going to help it so it don't move around when you're moving. Your mat should not move if you're moving. Keep that in mind. I'm going to turn this around on this grill. Oh, it's my dripper. Let me see. Looking good. Spinach here. Like I said, right now I'm on a spinach crave, and I'm happy that I am. So tonight I am going to saute up some more spinach because we're doing veggie burgers. So I'm going to just post pictures up with that. Do a little mini video or do a reel when I do my bean video. My 3 beans. I'm trying to name it. So it's going to be a sweet potato, 3 bean, jalapeno. That's it. Burger. That's it. I got vegan cheese. I got tomatoes. I got some spinach. I don't have no lettuce, so I got spinach. I have like, they're going to be like mini sliders. That's it. I just called it out. I hope I can remember that name. So I have my plate. Got the spinach on it. I'm going to put the kebabs right on top of each other, all 3 of them. See, look at that. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. And this little grill, this is something good that you can get your sons and daughters to start doing because it's little. So they can just get used to using the grill. I'm gonna put some sauce right here. I'm gonna let the sauce cook this down a little bit on here. On that meat again. We gonna hear it. Because it's almost done. I'm gonna plate it up. Yes. Yes. We're ready to get ready to get something to eat. Who love to eat? Who love to eat? That's all I'm saying. So in the comment box, please feel free to put a answer a question like, you know, who grill in your house? Are you teaching your sons and daughters how to grill? So here we go. We got one. I'm not a plater. Every time it's time to plate, I tell people quick, I'm not a plater. But I want this juice, excuse me, y'all, I want this juice to get inside the rest of these vegetables and everything. Close that out. I am done for the day. It ain't take that long. I ain't been on here that long. I was just talking. I hope you like it. I hope you go back and think about what I did and how I did it. But here go my plate for tonight. It looks good. I'll make sure I take a picture like this so y'all can see it. Y'all know that it's me, the mobile cooking teacher. I'm gonna dig in. I want to take a picture first before I dig in, but I'm feeling this. I really am. I'm feeling this. This is good. And guess what? This is diabetic friendly. So look at that there. Okay, because it's Diabetic Thursday, and that's what we do here. So with that, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going pizza. And I might come back on a Saturday doing something because I have a private class, cooking class on Saturday. So I might be going live there, having fun with my new clients. I'm going to take this piece right here. That's good. I like that. That's good right here. But with that, I'll talk to y'all later. Please try this recipe. When you do, poke a picture, put hashtag mobile cooking teacher, or put mobile cooking teacher, put Kids Can Cook PA workshop. Then let me know you tried this recipe. To let me know that you had tried this recipe, okay? So with that, I will talk to y'all later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.